Being in good shape and working out will completely change your life. It changed my life and it's changed thousands of our clients' lives at FitLab as well. Today's video, I'm going to break down exactly why getting in awesome shape, having fitness as a part of your life is the best thing you'll ever do, and it improves it in so many different ways. So to get started, the physical benefits of training. Now, obviously we go to the gym and we lift weights so that we can actually look better. This does make life more fun, of course. If you look better, you have more confidence, you generally gotta have a better quality of life. That is the biggest part of training sometimes that we want to try and achieve. We want to look good, we want to feel good. This is why we work out. At the moment, if you don't feel confident, if you don't like what you see in the mirror, if you don't like wearing certain clothes because you feel like you look a little bit too fat or your arms are too thin and they don't fill your t-shirt out. This is not how life needs to be. Working out, getting stronger, going to the gym, you can achieve the physique that you want to have. You can change your life. If you look good, you feel good, you're going to live a way better life. And it will keep you at a healthy body composition as well. Like, you'll stay at a healthy weight, you'll look good. If you train regularly, you want to eat the right foods. You want to stay on top of your diet because you're training. And all these things are going to lead to a much better quality of life. Weight management, healthy body composition, stronger bones, all these different things. And you're missing out on this at the moment if you're not currently training and you're not currently making fitness part of your lifestyle. No one ever regrets going to the gym. It's the one place you can go to somewhere and you know that you're going to walk out in a better mood. Non-negotiable. Every single time we train and we come back, we always feel better. Exercise raises our frequency right up and it gets us to feel so much more motivated. It can essentially improve our mood so much, which I'll get onto in a second. Other physical benefits of training. We've got things like our posture, we've got our flexibility, we've got our mobility. Like, we're not getting any younger. As you start to get older, problems are going to start to arise. If you don't currently train, if you don't currently go to the gym, then you're going to make life a lot harder than it needs to be as you start to get, to your late 30s, your 40s, your 50s. If we train regularly, if we're strong, if we can, make sure that we're able to lift things up and put things away because we look after the way that we look and we train, it's going to mean that life is going to be so much easier to manage as we start to get older. Imagine going away and not being able to, put your suitcase in your aircraft holder because you can't do it, or getting out of breath when you're pushing your kid along in their pram because you're not fit enough. Like, these are problems that you're going to have if you don't make exercise and fitness as a part of your routine. And posture as well. If you're constantly sat hunched over a desk all day because you're working all the time, you don't go out and exercise and train and do these things, again, you're going to have problems. Your posture is going to start to weaken. You're going to start to have lower back issues as you start to, increase your belly, as your gut starts to grow as well. You're then going to have an even more added issue to your back. All these things are going to start to happen because you're not looking after yourself. You need to make sure you're training. You need to make sure you're lifting weights, you're stretching, you're working on mobility, you're improving your posture. You're going to massively lower the risk of things happening as you start to get older. On to the second benefit of training and why it'll completely change your life. The mental benefits. Now, arguably, these are even better than the physical benefits, but most people start working out because of the physical benefits, and then they realize the mental benefits, and they're like, holy shit, why have I only just started doing this? Like, it's literally changed my entire life. The first thing is stress relief. Like I said earlier in this video, no one ever goes to the gym and doesn't come back and feel way better. That is just the way that it works. We get stress. Stress is actually a good thing sometimes. We want a certain amount of stress in our life that allows us to, be able to take action, that allows us to be able to do the right things and grow as a person, and stress tolerance and, create enough of a stimulus so we get better. But we also want to be able to deal with that stress. And if there is one thing that deals with stress better than anything else, it's exercise. It's not drugs. It's not bad quality food. It's not alcohol. It's not sex. It is training. It's exercise. It's going to the gym. It's lifting weights. It makes you feel so much better in here. Anytime I get stressed, which is very regularly with, what I do, I run a business and there's things that I get stressed about all the time. And anytime I feel stressed and I feel like things are getting a little bit too much from, whatever it is that's going on that day, training I know will make me feel better. If I go to the gym, if I start exercising my body, if I take my heart rate up, I'm going to feel so much better. And I always do. So the ability to be able to deal with stress through training is fantastic. And this is why I always put my training just at about 10, 11 o'clock in the day, because I'll do a massive work block. Something, might trigger me in the morning. I might be a bit annoyed about something and I go and train, I feel so much better and I can get on with the rest of my work for the rest of the day, at least get another good few hours in. This is the way that I use training tactically. I use fitness. I use my routine to actually make me feel so much better and tolerate stress so much better. Stress is part of life, but we can deal with it much better if we're training regularly, we're taking out time for ourselves, and we make fitness part of our lifestyle. This other mental benefit is it's going to lead to better sleep. Training, exercising, lifting weights, going and doing cardio, running, it leads to you actually sleeping better. Your body gets in a much better routine. You can get much better REM sleep, much better deep sleep when you're exercising. Okay, this is what our body wants. It wants us to exercise, and then we can actually recover. Okay, I know anytime I've done a good workout, I'm just going to be out like a light afterwards when it comes to going to the bed in the evening. And that's a great thing that we can have as well. We want to be sleeping well. If we're not sleeping well, it is only going to lead to one thing: loss of fatigue, even more stress, probably a very unhealthy body composition, and you're just not going to feel good. You have no energy. So making fitness part of your life and training and doing the workout, it's going to lead to better sleep. Better sleep's going to lead to more energy. You're going to eat better food. You're going to keep training. Lots of good habits, they keep building up on each other. It's this like snowball effect of things and healthy habits constantly leading to the next healthy habit. Whereas if our habits aren't healthy and we're doing the wrong things, well, guess what? This then leads to more wrong things as well. It's like a positive chain. It's like a positive reaction chain that we keep doing the good things and the good things and the good things, like dominoes. When we do the bad things, we keep doing the bad things. Another mental benefit: boosted confidence. Now, you cannot tell me that going to the gym, building muscle, does not improve your confidence. As a guy, when we work out and we kind of release that, testosterone of lifting weights and getting stronger, it is the best feeling in the world. Going out knowing that we fill our t-shirt out, that we look good, we've got the shape that we want. That is the best feeling that we can have, knowing that we've worked hard and we have that confidence. So many guys suffer from low confidence because they don't work out, they don't train, they don't eat the right foods, and it holds them back so much in life. Whereas if we know that we look good, we know that we've got a good body, it's going to make most guys envious of us, and it's just going to propel our life forward, adds confidence into everything we do. And that isn't even just from a vanity perspective, but it's actually going to improve you in so many other areas as well, in your career, with your relationships, because you have the confidence in the way that you look. And the last thing in terms of mental benefits is going to be mental clarity. Now, when you actually train and you exercise, this is going to release a lot of dopamine. This is going to help you become more productive. You're going to be able to concentrate more. You're just more sharp. Now, this is why I always do something that raises my heart rate first thing in the morning. It's just going for a walk. I like to raise my frequency through exercise so I am mentally feeling great, and I do my most deepest work in the morning. That is the best drug when it comes to productivity. Exercising, getting your heart rate up, lifting weights, you boost your mood so much and you become so much more clear. Now, I actually thought that when I injured myself about a year ago, I figured that I would just get loads of work done. I thought I'd be super productive. I couldn't exercise at all. I was completely screwed for at least 6 weeks, where my leg had been operated on, my chest had been operated on. I couldn't do anything. And I thought, right, this is a great time to work. I got nothing done, really. I was very unproductive. I was very kind of miserable throughout that 6 weeks, because I wasn't training. Like, training wasn't part of my lifestyle. I wasn't doing anything physical. I was just, kind of bumbling along each day, and I felt awful. So that's when I realized how important training was for me in terms of having mental clarity and being productive. And it actually wasn't taken away from my day, from, taking an hour out of my day to go and exercise. It was adding to my day because I was getting so much more work done. I was so much more clear with my thinking and in terms of the decision making I was having to make. So mentally, it's a huge benefit to have fitness within your life. And I would argue that it's the mental benefits that actually outweigh the physical benefits. Like, for me, now that I know that if I don't do anything for a month from a training perspective, I probably won't look any different. Not to most people. No one would look at me and think I look back different. And I actually didn't when I didn't train for 6 weeks. I didn't really lose that much muscle. I pretty much looked exactly the same. However, mentally, I wasn't able to function at my best. So the mental benefits are often there, and often as you start to, get more years in the game when it comes to fitness, you'll realize that the mental benefits are probably bigger than the physical benefits anyway. And the last benefit to why fitness should be a part of your lifestyle and training should be something that you do regularly is the social benefits. Okay, now I've met some of my best friends through exercise, through fitness, through being in the fitness industry, through training, through running, from doing these things. It brings people together. It builds community. It gets people doing things. It gets people out the house. It gets people to do the things that are healthy, that are conducive to a healthy lifestyle, to a fulfilling lifestyle. And you meet amazing people. Even going to the gym, you start to meet people. I don't recommend that you go to the gym to start talking to loads of people. Sometimes that can be a bit annoying, but still, you start to see familiar faces. You could end up meeting someone that you end up dating. You might end up meeting a friend that you end up training with, that, go for a beer with afterwards, go grab a Nando's. There's so many opportunities that you get from training. You start meeting people, especially things like run clubs as well. You start to run with people, you start to meet different people that are, doing different things. I've met lots of people from just being out here in Dubai and just, socially kind of going out to different things and meeting people. So you open up another huge benefit to having a social life and meeting new people, especially if you're a bit of a nomad like I am, and you work online and you're not necessarily around people, you're not in an office environment, you're not around lots of colleagues every single day. Being part of a good gym or going and being part of a running club or doing something like that can actually give you lots of friends and lots of people that you can talk to, and essentially create that social network and that social circle that's going to see you have a more fulfilling life, and maybe even meet your partner as well, which, as you can imagine, having fitness kind of is a huge part of your life is something that you're going to be able to bounce off each other with. So as you can see, guys, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to training, when it comes to exercise, it's so much more than just the physical benefits. If you don't have exercise in your life right now, you're not currently training, you're not currently going to the gym, you need to fix this very quickly, because I guarantee it will completely transform your life. You'll feel better, you'll look better, you have more confidence, you'll be more productive. You might meet someone that you essentially spend the rest of your life with. It really offers so much more than what you think. So start training, start, going and doing something that moves that needle forward, and watch your life transform. Now, I hope you found this video useful. Make sure to hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I post. Subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more fitness content coming this way. And as always, guys, I'm going to catch you in the next video.